Oh. We live?
We live.
Are we on? Welcome to Tuesdays with Mother. Hello, Tuesdays with Mother on Power 99. Yes, in front of a live studio audience. Mama, I made it.
Yes, you did.
Thanks for coming out, guys. I appreciate you. Oh, my gosh. When I tell you we're going to have so much fun. So listen, it's all about LeLee from SWV. How many of us in the room love SWV? One of my favorite R&B groups. She wrote this book. When I tell you, baby, hold on now. I got to pray to it like a baby. I regret the day I lost my virginity. You are not your past by Leanne, LeLee, Lyons, 1/3 of SWV. Let me tell you something. I received the book last week. I started reading the book Friday evening when I got home. Can I tell you, Monday, I was done. A matter of fact, Saturday I was done. Saturday morning, I was done reading this book. So good. She puts the T in transparency. She puts the H in honesty. She's funny, and she's finally telling her story. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give her some love. And welcome to Tuesdays with Mother on Power 99, Miss Leanne, LeLee, Lyons. Yes, come through, LeLee. Give it up for LeLee. Yes.
What a wonderful introduction.
Oh, is LeLee mic on?
No.
LeLee.
See how they do me?
Pull up to the bumper, girl. That mic on.
It's on. Oh,
There you go. It's on.
Now we're live. Hi, y'all. How
LeLee,
you doing?
thank
It's
you.
nice.
Thank you so much. This has been a beautiful day.
Thank you. We had a lot of fun.
I know,
haven't we,
right?
So far. Yeah,
Yes.
It's been good.
Listen, the last time we hung out was right in Philly
All the time.
at the Dell.
Yes, at the Dell.
It went down. You girls were incredible.
Oh, God, I wish we could have finished our show, though. They
Mother
rained this
Nature-
out. Yeah.
Okay.
You know
Because a
what,
lot of
God-
people were mad, LeLee.
I know. And so was I.
Well, let them know what happened, because I don't want to spill the tea.
Oh man, it started thundering. The weather got really bad, and with the equipment and the keyboards and stuff, that's not a good combination. So we had to. They told us get the hell out of there.
Baby, let me tell you something. They called me to make the announcement, right? I'm like, damn, what am I supposed to say in front of all of these people? So I'm letting them know, sorry, but y'all got to leave. Trying to make sure people are safe. Safety is
Yeah.
important.
Always.
And here come SWV, Coco, LeLee, and Taj
Taj.
talking about, we singing, mother. Give us those mics.
we so ghetto. I get it.
I love it.
Oh my God.
It's been a long journey for you.
It's been a long journey. We've been doing this for a long time, almost 30 years. It's been almost 30 years. I started this journey I signed the first deal when I was 18. And I am 46 now. So it's been a while. It's been a long time.
Talk about signing your first deal. What was that like?
It was fun. I mean, I was young and, didn't know really what to expect. We just loved music. We loved the gift of song, and we just wanted to expand. And that thing took off. We did our first song right here. And I don't know if a lot of people remember that first song.
Really?
The original, because they think the Human Nature version is the original.
Okay.
But it's actually a remix that just kind of took off. So our life changed. And I was able to buy my first car, thank God, in
Yes.
cash. And I used to go around my old block and they threw eggs at me.
No.
Oh, honey, yeah. I had a convertible too. Honey, they got me.
Candy apple red?
Got me good in the head. I had a white convertible, Ford Mustang GT.
Ooh, you better
in
work.
93, honey.
That check was looking good, honey,
it's
from
sexy.
RCA back in the day.
Oh my goodness.
What?
That's when we had real budgets. Now everything independent. Now they just soaked up all the damn money. They just,
Listen.
it was good.
If you're just tuning in, you are in for a treat. I'm going to take you on a roller coaster, okay? Because that's what you did with your book. It was an emotional
It was,
roller coaster.
yeah.
Girl, it was times I wanted to cry. It was times I was bucking my knees. It was times I was praying for you.
Wow.
I just didn't know where we was going because you've been through so much, LeLee.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Sometimes I forget how much I've been through. I'm like, when I hear people telling me their problem, I'm like, that's it. That's all you've been through? You can't figure that out? I help you. I've been through some real shit.
Yes, you have.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's
Yeah.
talk about the shit.
Oh God, where do we start?
Yeah, because we need a lot of toilet paper, but we got enough time, right? Let's go. Baby,
A lot, yeah.
what made you want to write a book?
What made me want to write a book? Just everybody's experiences, just kind of seeing, the young girls, what they're going through and how impressionable these girls are now. And we're in this new age of social media with things are so accessible. And it's easy to meet a man. It's, a lot of the young girls are meeting older men. You got a lot of pedophilia going on now, and sex trafficking. And that was like a lot of my journey, I wasn't sex trafficked, but I kind of went down that road, but I was God some kind of way steered me in another direction. But I was that girl who liked the older guys and always looking for an opportunity for somebody to pay for something that my mother couldn't pay for. I mean, shit, that's the truth. So I saw that in my nieces. I saw it in a lot of young girls. And I'm like, you don't want to go that route. You don't want to go that route. So I just kind of put myself out there, as a vessel to just show them the way. It's definitely a lessons learned kind of memoir.
And there's a lot of lessons in this book, baby.
Yeah.
From you taking one of your students' treats, their apple.
Oh, damn. You really read it.
Oh, you thought I was joking? What?
Yo,
Let me tell you something. This book is an easy read. It's under 200 pages. It's a turn pager. And if you are a fan of SWV, even if you're not a fan, there's so many treats in here. I live for when artists decide to tell the truth, because a lot of things in the entertainment industry is all smoke and mirrors.
Oh, it is 98% of it. I've just never been that girl. Like I've always been, if you guys have been following SWV, I've always been like, they always call me the Bobby Brown of the group.
Uh-oh.
I'm like, damn, you gonna put that much pressure on me?
Yeah, you could at least been round.
I know, I'm like, damn, Bobby did a lot of shit,
Yes.
But I've just always been, I just felt like people learn through transparency. Like I wouldn't have known a lot of things that I've known without trial and error, but it's my job as an adult to kind of put myself out there and teach, just give the information, because I have to make room for new stuff. I've grown, I've experienced a certain level of life. I've been broke, I've been rich, I've had heartache, I've been blessed. It's so many different things that happened in my life. And for me not to share that would be very selfish. So I've never been afraid. Like I'm not one of them punk people that just afraid to say things and afraid of my past. No, it was a life lesson for me.
You are far from a punk, because you come from the days of getting jumped. I did not know you were jumped back in the day.
Oh, honey, they tried it.
Ooh, didn't they? But you rolled up on them.
Oh, they did, man. I did.
Yes. Spill it. Come on. We in front of a live audience.
Just being from the Bronx. If you know anything about anybody from the Bronx, New York? No? Okay, good. Well, I'm sure y'all do it down here in Philly too. I be jumping folks. She looked like she used to jump people, right? She like, yeah, that was me. But people just jump you for no reason back then. And the girls, they never gave you a one-on-one. So, me and my cousin Jennifer, she always led me to trouble, some type of trouble. But at the end of the day, we always would be the last two standing. Like, we'll just protect ourselves. But yeah, they jumped me, man. They threw the biggest girl on me. And I handled that chick.
She was broily.
So I was happy.
You took her down.
Yeah, I took her down.
I know that's right.
So I was happy. That gave me a certain level of confidence. I'm like, okay, you want some of this too? But I don't encourage that at all. But sometimes you just gotta take care of yourself. And I was young. I was 13, getting jumped by these big girls. I'm like, damn, really? But I have to do what I have to do.
What do you hope your readers will take away from this book?
Love, self-love, survival. You'd be surprised how many answers is already there in your life if you just sit still and just let God just kind of move you.
Come
You
on
know what I'm
now.
saying? I'm not no over spiritual person. I don't be getting all deep like that. I know I don't know the Bible like that, but I know God like that, you know. And I know in order for me to have written this book, I had to be stripped. God stripped me and taught me some of the best lessons of my life through some of the hardest times of my life. And definitely survival and just maturity and just learning how to be an overcomer. And that would be definitely that, just learning how to overcome a lot of obstacles that happen in life.
And that you have, can I say you put the S in survivor? Did you guys know that this woman lived out of her truck, a
Yeah.
Ford Explorer, okay?
Expedition.
My bad. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was like, what?
Yeah. And this was after the height of my career, the height of SWV. Like 1998, we disbanded, and just, you know, sometimes when you achieve a certain level of success, you lose yourself. You get caught up in the hype of this entertainment industry, and I had to figure out who I was when I no longer had it. I didn't know who Leanne was. So, like I said, God had to strip me, and I was living in my truck. You know, my royalties was kind of low. You know, the label didn't want to, you know, re-sign us, and it was just like, damn, like what the hell do I do now? You know, but I had to figure it out. I had to, you know, I didn't tell my family. No one really knew what I was going through. And when they heard it, like, damn, sis, why you ain't tell me? I mean, the suicide attempts, I just wanted to die. I really did. I didn't want to be here anymore. I hated fans. I hated when they came up to me and reminded me anything about what I used to do about SWV. I didn't want to hear the name SWV because something that I fought for so long and I thought it was going to give me peace, it stripped me. And it gave me more pain than I bargained for. So it was just, that was one of the hardest moments of my entire life. Yeah.
How hard was it writing chapter 10, a letter to my deceased father? Because let me tell you something. You gave your deceased father the business. I felt it as I was reading the book. I was like, damn.
Yeah, yeah. Well, Miss Larry Lyons. Okay, my dad was the disciplinarian in the household, of course, and he was very strict. My dad left when I was 10 years old. So, you know, and in that particular chapter, I tell when he left, how he forced me into the arms of strange men. From that point, I always found myself looking for that father figure. So I started loving older men. And I knew the difference. I knew what an older man can do for me opposed to having somebody my age. But I never quite found my father's love through any men because it was different. They controlled me. They controlled everything I did. I was used for sex, and that's all it was about for them. And I noticed, like, the more sex I would have with these older guys, I was never fulfilled. And I realized this wasn't for me because I'm still empty. You know, so you get sick and tired of that. But I pretty much blame a lot of that on my dad. And I told him, you know, he was very abusive to my mother, verbally and physically abusive. And I always found myself running into men like him. You know, men would talk to me any kind of way. So even today, I struggle with a lot. Even dating was hard for me because if you yell at me loud enough, I'm like, what? I'm ready to punch you, you know? And I had to calm that down because that's not everybody's story. But yeah, I gave it to my dad. You know, I told him everything I wanted. I was afraid to tell him when he was alive because he was tough. You know, so now he was dead. He couldn't hit my ass, you know.
And you
So
forgave him?
I forgave him in chapter 10 for everything that he did to my mother, everything that I saw. And that was the hardest part, just forgiving, just to say, Dad, I forgive you. That was hard because he did a lot. Yeah, he did a lot.
You share so many stories one story that blew my mind is that she was on a date with the young man, okay? So she thinking they're going back to her house, right?
No, I'm thinking we going to the movies.
To the movies, and he took you back to his house, and you was like, yo, where we going?
Yeah. And that wasn't a part of the plan. And actually, we never got to his house. We were driving the opposite direction of where my house was. So the bad thing about that was he came to pick me up knowing that it was too late to see a movie. So he had other plans. And I was, 15, 16 years old at the time. So we decided to go to a diner and have something to eat. And I wanted to go home after this. So he was driving the opposite direction and he had another agenda. And I'm like, hey, this wasn't the plan. I'm not going. And he's like, yeah, you come with me. We going to do what we got to do. And I'm like, no, that wasn't the plan. Take me home. So I just felt his energy just getting like really bad. And I'm like, damn, it's like 2:00 in the morning. What am I going to do? I ain't really got no money. So do I go with this dude home to kind of save myself, or, I fight this fight? And I'm like, nah, I got to go home. I got a baby at home. Mm-hmm. So this guy straight up told me, he said, yo, if you ain't fucking, get the fuck out my car. Mm. He threw me out on the side of the highway, on the highway.
And this is the BQE, Brooklyn Queens Expressway. Yeah. You tell them you had on pom pom shorts.
Yeah, I had on. I can't with this one. I did have one. I had on. I was cute though. I was young. I had 16-year-old legs. So I had the little hottie shorts on, my little white body shirt, and a little denim jacket. I was super cute, And this dude put me out on the side of the highway and was like, basically, if you ain't fucking, get the fuck out my car. Mm. And I'm like, damn, word? Like, it's like that? I got out his car, and then it was almost 3:00 in the morning, and nobody will open their door. If you ever see the BQE, under the BQE is very dark. It's like a bridge. And under this bridge, a lot of crackheads, people are doing drugs. I mean, they selling coochie and sucking pain and all kind of stuff, So I was really afraid. I was young. And that's when I realized how immature I really was and what I wasn't ready for as a young girl. But anyway, I knocked on everybody's door. Nobody would open the door because they were afraid. It was late at night. Until this one guy, this was 3-4 hours later, I swear, I thought I was dead. I said, let me prepare to die tonight. Somebody's going to rape me. Somebody's going to kill me. Something is going to happen because I didn't see the help. But honey, God sent an angel in a United States Postal Service uniform.
Yes, he did.
And I just happened to be sitting on his stoop when he walked up. And he's like, you're on my stoop. I said, I know, I'm so sorry. I can explain or whatever. But this guy saved my life, like literally saved my life. And he gave me money to take a cab home. And I ran into him later. Tell that story on MySpace. You remember?
Child. How did you meet up with this guy? It's so much.
He hit me up on MySpace. Yeah.
Right. And
after years, this is when SWV, we were at the peak of our career, and this guy recognized the face because he was a fan of the music. So back then, I always used to wear my hair back in a ponytail. So that was like really popular back then. And this guy was like, damn, you look so familiar. I don't know where I know you from, but I promise you look so familiar. I said, well, where do you think you know me from? And he's like, I don't know. I just don't want to be wrong. And then I kept pushing him. And he said, I think you look like this young lady that I helped one time. And I said, well, what do you mean? He said, I don't want to tell her business if that's not you. And I'm like, well, it might be me. What happened? And he said, well, I helped this young lady one time get home, and she was stuck after this date. This guy kicked her out the car. And I said, call me right now. When I heard his voice, first of all, his voice was the same. And when I heard his voice, I just started crying. I was like, that is me. Oh my God, I've been trying to find you. So it was just one of those teary-eyed moments. But I had the pleasure of being able to help him as well because he was just going through a very nasty child custody case and a nasty divorce, and I paid it forward. I gave him some money.
Not some girl. You gave him a nice sum of money.
I did. And
How much?
And I said, I just
How much? Come on.
I'm not telling you.
Girl.
Well, put it like this: his offering to me was $33, and I gave him way more than that.
Yes, she did, and a whole bunch of SWV stuff.
And I did. I gave him some SWV merchandise, and I said, I never forgot, and I thank you so much. And then he started crying because he said once he got the check, he said, you really helped. Now he calling me crying because he's like, oh my God, I had a court date the next day, and if I didn't have the money, they were gonna lock me up. I'm going through this custody case, and so that stuff like that really makes what I do worth it, because when you're able to extend your hand to other people and help them, especially when it's unexpected, and you do it not grudgingly, you kind of do it because your heart is telling you to do it, and I found comfort in that. So that was just like one of my career moments that I really, really remember and enjoy.
Well, let's talk about enjoyment. Let's talk about Mr. Tong.
Oh, Mr. Tong, damn.
Look at you. Did you see a whole?
Oh, my God, Mr. Tong. Woo, Mr. Tong. Okay. It's always this dumb guy that just kind of make you do ladies, y'all know what I'm talking about. Like that one guy you just dumb for. He done talked you into doing some of everything, and you grow up and you like, why the hell did I? You don't even know why you like him, but this particular guy, like, he's so super fine, and I mean, he just made it. He always made me comfortable with myself and sexuality. Like he really, he was 19. And I'm like, wow, this guy, if I never made love to a guy, I'm like, damn, this what this shit feel like.
He turned you out?
Oh, he turned me out.
Yes, Mr. Tong.
I was there too. Ooh, my God. Yeah, he had. And I couldn't understand. I'm like, damn, he got so much experience at 19. He was good. And you guys know him, but I can't say who he is.
He's an actor.
It's so sad I can't say it. Oh, my God. Because if I... Huh?
Give us a hint.
Initials? I can't. Yeah. Y'all gonna have his wife kicking my ass or...
Well...
Okay, let's put it like this. And you don't even know who it is.
Nope. I don't even know who Mr. Tong is.
Okay.
Let's go.
Oh, y'all wrong. Okay. He was in a movie with 4 guys.
That's it?
The brothers?
4 guys.
The brothers? Tyrese?
I ain't telling.
Ooh, sweet lady.
No.
No. Okay. No Tyrese.
I am not telling you who it is.
Hey, all right.
But I think, no, I don't know if it was but he was in a movie that was very popular, and a very popular rapper who was murdered was in this movie.
Tupac?
Tupac is the guy that, the rapper that was murdered, but he was in that movie, and that's all I'm going to say.
All right.
It's very easy.
Well, hell, this is turning into a science project for me. We'll figure it out.
It was several guys in that movie.
Come on, audience. Oh,
I ain't saying that.
Say no more. Moving right along. Let's
But
go.
he was my Mr. Tong. He was the guy that oh my God, it was just like I went years thinking about him, boy.
I'm sure.
Like, I could never find nothing like that felt
So
that
you
good.
never had another experience like Mr. Tong?
Hell no. No, it came later in life though.
Okay.
Once I realized.
Hey, listen.
Yeah.
What was the bridesmaid number?
Yeah, it came later in life, but I'm like, it took a long damn time.
All
but,
right.
But he was the guy that I was really stupid for, and he taught me a lot of lessons about love and relationships and about being comfortable with your sexuality and whatever you feel. It's okay to want to do this at this time. It's okay. I mean, he was dropping jewels on me at 19. I'm like, damn, it's okay. But I mean, you gotta read the book. I can't.
Yes, you gotta read the book. It's explosive. Yeah. It's so explosive. We have to talk about Radio Guy, because before Jasmine Sullivan came out with "I Bust the Windows Out Your Car," LeLee was the original
messy.
"Bust the Windows Out Your Car."
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm not proud of what I did, but I was 21, and I felt liberated once I did it. He hurt me.
Yes, he did.
He hurt me. He lied. He just betrayed me.
Good guy, though.
Good guy.
Shout out to Ed Lover.
And I not love. Only mother can do that.
We love you, though, Ed.
Only mother can do that. Well, of course we love him, and But he can't take away my experience with him.
Exactly.
I mean, of course, people, I don't know what it is about experience that if they're a part of your life at one time, they only want to be a part of the good stuff. They're comfortable talking about the good stuff, but the things that the not so good experiences that you share, nobody want to talk about those. But that was my life too. It was my experience, and I did some dumb shit, and he betrayed me, and I retaliated by busting the windows out his car.
Has he called you? Has he read the book?
Oh, I hope not. But we've talked about it. We're really good friends now. We're good friends now, so I love him to death. But I don't know, it's just something about when you see an ex, like still to this day, I love him to death. I love our friendship that we have right now, but I just want to smack him. I'm like, gosh, because you hurt me so bad.
Yeah, that was.
But he taught me so much. Even I've learned so much just from all of these guys, So yeah, but he's married. He's doing great, and I wish him all the best.
All the best to you, Ed Lover. Let's talk about music, because it's all about SWV. Hello, the SWV.
Oh, not the kick.
Not the kick, right?
Not the kick. Okay, not the kick.
Bad foot up here kicking and stuff. Let's talk about music. What's going on with SWV?
Well, we are actually revisiting doing another record, as well as a biopic. And you think you've heard enough from SWV, trust me. In my book, I just scratched the surface. So when it comes to us three collectively, we got some stories for your ass. Yes, so.
Ladies, we're going on tour?
We're going on tour the first of the year. So
nice.
You've been saying, God is so awesome, and he's allowed us to do things that we just love. We were just having this conversation inside, about how blessed we all are to have people like you that just support us is so important. It's so important. So I'm blessed. My life could be so different right now, but I'm here on iHeart.
We have
Power
to talk
99.
about Power 99.
Yes.
Hey, all y'all listening? Let's talk about the 2017 Soul Train Awards, where finally my girls got recognized with the Lady of Soul Award.
Oh my God, that was very unexpected, but very deserving, I think. Because, we've always been like the girls next door, and we've heard the stories. Everybody say we ghetto, but I don't take offense to that, because that's where I'm from.
I know that's
right.
I'm
from the ghetto. The ghetto has taught me some of my toughest lessons, and there's nothing Hollywood about me. And I don't think that's bad, but I can do boardroom too, whatever, but I speak your language. You know what I'm saying? So we were just so happy that somebody recognized our contributions that we've made to music. And I'm like, damn, when we lost the Grammy, Week was nominated, I think it was a Grammy or American Music Award. And when we lost that award to En Vogue, I believe, and En Vogue is oh my God, we love them to this day. They are big sisters, but this one song, and they know the story because we've told them, Runaway Love beat out Weak, which I could not understand. My point. So, you have a song like Weak in the Knees that's we did like 50,000 units a week. I mean, that song just went crazy. And I just couldn't understand. I'm like, damn, but it taught me about the industry. Like everything in the industry ain't what it seems like. There's a such thing called payola, where people get paid under the table to make artists look bigger than what they are. There's a lot of relationships. If everything is built on pretty much relationships. I'm not saying that's bad. I mean, it's great to be resourceful, but when you're a group and you put in so much work for so many years and your work is overlooked because your label is not popular. Your work is overlooked because the producers you work with wasn't known. Brian Morgan,
A beast. Oh my gosh.
Brian Morgan was working with an artist called Mutha Wash. Are you guys familiar with Mutha Wash?
Yes, 2 tons of fun.
2 tons of fun, and nobody really knew him in R&B. But this guy produced some of our biggest records. I mean, he did Weak, he did I'm So Into You, he did Right Here. But they still overlooked us. I couldn't get it. But everybody who was popular, who came under a Bad Boy, who came under a So Def, they was kind of ushered in with Puff and, Jermaine Dupri. So they had a familiar face. We just had talent. That's all we had, and a dream, talent and a dream. But God will make room for your gift if you just be patient.
Amen.
And I tell people that all the time. Sometimes it take a long time. Sometimes it take 20 years. And a lot of these young artists, they think things are supposed to happen in 5 minutes. I'm like, you got it twisted. Because you can still have that dream, but you got to be patient because the money is the last thing you may see. Just because you dope in your church, just because you dope in your house and your family think you the greatest, this a whole nother damn ball game out here. Y'all hear it all the time. We be reading the comments, y'all be talking major shit. I be like, yo, these are some straight up keyboard gangsters. They would not have the heart to say this stuff to us in person because we ain't built like that. We come from a place where, okay, you ain't gonna say certain things to me. And I think a lot of times people get it twisted because you in a singing group. Of course, now we gotta be careful because everybody look at you as a money grab. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, it's respect. Like, we almost 50 years old. Come on, you got 20-year-olds talking shit. I'm like,
they be popping off. Twitter fingers.
Put my foot knee deep in your ass.
Just block them. I
mean, it's just so disrespectful. And I'm like, damn, like they would never say that in person. And it's like, so I just try to avoid the whole social media thing. And they get on me because I've responded to some crazy people sometime and they like, LeLee, you can't respond to these people. I'm like, I'm sorry. It's rude. They just so rude. But so we were very grateful, very thankful. And I think a lot of artists, really, especially from the 90s, and there's definitely been a resurgence of just, awareness about how great that moment in music was.
Wasn't it beautiful?
It was awesome. Everybody won in the 90s. It wasn't to a point where you felt like you had to pick and choose. If you support SWV, you supported Monica, you supported Escape. You know what I'm saying? Because we all was great in our own way. But now social media has it where, we're just feeling like we have to choose. Why can't you like a SWV and Escape? Why you have to choose? So it kind of puts us in this little situation where both groups feel like we have to defend ourselves. Of course, we gonna ride for our own group, right? But at the same time, we grew, we built this journey together. We came up in this journey together, and you can't stop us from loving an Escape because we know the Escape you don't know. And they know the SWV don't. We came up in the industry together. So, it's just crazy how the industry what it's turned into now,
What are you most thankful for?
I'm thankful for life. I'm thankful for fans because the music is great, but the music means absolutely nothing without fans and supporters. And I don't say that lightly because when we do shows And you see all of those people there that because when we came out, it kind of created a certain moment for them. Something special was happening in their life at that time. And to see them slow dancing. And sometimes I have a moment and I cry because all of these things that I wrote about in this book comes to play. I'm like, damn, I was just homeless 15 years ago, and right now the same dream that just I felt like made me a failure is I'm still living this dream, but I'm at peace now. And it makes more sense now. So I would say fans, and I'm so thankful for my grandbaby. And just
Sister Hot Pamper.
Sister Hot Pamper. I'm very thankful for her. So I'm just thankful for life, and I'm 46 years old. I'll be 47 July 17th.
Give it up for her. Black don't crack. You look damn good. Pushing 50.
Yeah, whatever. My legs don't say that. That's for damn sure.
Your body will tell you.
My body will tell you. But, I feel the best that I've felt in a long time. I'm healthy. I've done a lot of things. I've experienced a certain level of success. I've been broke. I had money. I've traveled the world extensively. I've seen places that the average person will never see probably. So I am so, so blessed. And I've made a decision that I wasn't going to allow people to dictate my past or my future. I wasn't going to be afraid. I was going to walk in boldness. And that's what I'm doing. I'm doing everything that I want to do in this life.
Do
everything,
that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. LeLee, thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Thank you.
For those of you that don't know, I used to do a show on Blog Talk Radio before I got to Power 99. SWV was on my show. They came on my show. We had a damn good time. They've always been good people, real people, always shown love. I'm so proud of you. And I am so thankful I had the opportunity to read your book.
Thank you so much.
From the bottom of my heart.
And I have to say, I have to plug my girl. Coco she fell in love with these two dogs.
What up, Coco?
Oh my God, these two little dogs. But she has a doggy boutique called Coco Pups. So go on Instagram and follow Coco Pups. And I'm sorry for all of you who have a nice little cute little dog that you like holding, go support the Coco Pups, honey.
And much love to you, Taj.
Love Taj too. I'm waiting for her to. Oh, Taj is actually on the show on OWN, Black Love.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes, come on, Taj and Eddie. I love them.
Her and her, they're definitely couple goals.
Yes.
Been through a lot, but standing strong, and that's what being in a relationship is all about. How long you can stand, honey.
And kudos to you for getting your GED.
I did.
And kudos to you for getting that fabulous Atlanta home, 2 bathrooms.
Ooh.
Listen.
That wasn't, no. You're talking about in my first apartment.
The first apartment.
Right, my
The
first apartment at 19, it was actually in Teaneck, New Jersey. That was the nicest 2-bedroom ever. Y'all laughing? That 2-bedroom was the bomb. And plus, actually, me and Coco lived in the same subdivision, Glen Point condominiums with Biggie was in there.
Okay, yes.
Pepper was in there.
All the NBA players.
All the NBA players, like everybody lived in there.
You was dipping it at the parties.
And you're talking about a girl who shared a twin bed with my sister till I was like 12, 13. So my mattress that I had, my first mattress I bought at 19 years old when I got my first apartment, I just got rid of it 2 years ago. Because I refuse to let that mattress go. It just means so much to me.
Sentimental.
Yes. And I still think about that mattress so much that I gave it to somebody I knew so I can go visit my mattress. I'm telling you, it's crazy.
I love you.
That was my first purchase. That was like $900 and something.
Yes. Expensive. Okay.
It was expensive at 19.
I know.
Yeah, my mattress.
Well, let people know where they can follow you and your mattress.
Or you can follow me and my mattress, www.lelylions.com, and you can purchase the book through my website or go to amazon.com or barnesandnoble.com, and hit me up on Instagram, LeLee Lyons, Facebook at LeLee Lyons, and actually Instagram is the real LeLee SWV, right? Yeah, so talk to me. I get people who talk to me, leave me DMs all the time. I get a lot of young people who's been following my story, and they just talk to me and ask me questions about how they got through something. Even women, like, we gotta do this thing together. You know, it really takes a village.
Yes, amen.
Yeah, not just to raise a child no more, to raise women too. You know, so I'm available. I'm approachable. I'm available. And whenever we come to your city, come show us some love, you know?
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for LeLee!
Thank you.
Thank you very much for coming out too.
Thank you.
Tuesdays with Mother. Much love to my live studio audience,
Yes,
okay?
right. You
and
know,
much love to everybody
you
watching on
doing big
power99.com. Okay.
Mother done passed Blog Talk Radio,
I come
honey.
a long way from doing
We
a show in
gotta
my bedroom.
Yes, honey.
Okay, with the coffee and the cigarettes.
The coffee. Ooh, the coffee. Coffee, New York.
Love
please.
you for free, sugar.
Thank you.
See you
so
next
much.
time.
All right.
Signing out. Bye.
Thank you, guys.